Welcome to Mishnah study, Masechet Sanhedrin Perek Mishnah He. Over here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss when we need 71 judges, right? So we spoke about 3 judges, 23 judges. Now moving on to the Betin Hagadol, Sanhedrin Hagadol, which we need 20, which is 71 judges. So in Danin, לא את השבט ולא את נביא שקר ולא את כהן גדול אלא בדין של 71, right? We're not allowed to judge the shevet, right? If you have an entire shevet, right, that worshipped Avodah Zarah, that sinned. Over here on Rambam says the entire shevet. This is opposed to Rashi and others, but I'll explain this as even most of the shevet. And Rambam says it must be the entire shevet, right? You need to judge them in the Betin Hagadol of 71. ולא נביא שקר. Right, how do we know this, by the way? Because the pasuk says, "V'osetai ta'isha hu." We have to take this person out il she'arecha, to take them, and this one person who worships Avodah Zarah, we take him out to the sha'ar, right, to the betin in the local city, as opposed to if the entire shevet sinned, then we need to the betin hagadol. Now, when it comes to the Navi Sheker, right, Lord Navi Sheker, also Navi Sheker, right, a false prophet who sinned, also same, he also needs 71. Where do we then learn this from? So we learn this from a Hekesh from the Zaken Mamre, right, where it says by the Navi Sheker, Yazil Daber Davar, and it says by the Zaken Mamre, Ki Padim Mechad Davar. So it says Davar in both of them. So the same way the Zaken Mamre has to be in the Betin Hagadol, it says over there, Become Tam Ve'alita El Makom, right, going to the place, right, going to the place of the Bet HaMikdash where the Sanhedrin is. So too, the Navi Sheker also has to be with 71. Ve'lo et Kohen Hagadol, right, similarly the Kohen Gadol. Over here we learn this from Parashat Yitro, right, Kol HaDavar HaGadol Yaviu Elecha. It says by Moshe, everything, big judgment has to come to you. So what's Davar Gadol? V'doresh any Davar Ha'ish Hagadol, right? The thing, the words, right, or Davar, right? The thing that the greatest person did, right? There's over here that's the Kohen Hagadol, right? There's no one greater than the Kohen Gadol itself. Okay, so those 3 instances we need the Betin Hagadol Shel 71. Now the Mishnah continues, and what's in the Milchamet HaReshut El Al Pi Betin Shel 71. If you want to go to a optional war. Okay, so this is not a war that's a mitzvah, right? The Milchamet mitzvah, over here Rambam points out, is going to war against Amalek or Shivat Amamim, right? Only those 2 cases. Interesting how Rambam doesn't bring over here saving Israel from an attack, right? It could be he's only speaking about over here proactive wars where we decided to go out and attack, right? That's considered a Milchamet mitzvah. That you don't even need a king for. But if you want to go to extend the borders of Eretz Israel, right? You want to go fight Ammon and Moab, Yishmael, those, you want to extend the borders of Israel? Go ahead. But it needs to be with the king and with a Betin. Well, over here it's not talking about a king, but, that does happen to be the halacha. But it needs to be with a Betin Hagadol of 71. The Mishnah continues, Ve'en Mosifin, right? En osin Sanhedriot Shevatim. Also, if you want to go ahead and make a Sanhedrin for smaller Shevatim, right? Only person that did this before was Moshe Rabbeinu, right? Moshe Ubetino. So similarly, right, as the pasuk says, right, he did it. So to over here, if you want to go ahead and make smaller Sanhedrin for the Shevatim themselves, okay, it needs to be done, appointed by the Betin Hagadol of 71. If you want to extend the city of Yerushalayim, or you want to extend the Azara of the Bet HaMikdash, it needs to be done with the Betin of 71, because over here we also, when we're extending the areas, we're also extending the sanctity, right? And there are laws that we'll see in later in Seder Taharot of the instances of Yerushalayim and the Azara, where there's ramifications in the halacha if we extend those areas. If you want to have an ir nidahat, right? If you have an ir nidahat, there are laws when it comes to an ir nidahat, a city, an entire city that worshipped Avodah Zarah. What do? You have to destroy the entire city. Besides, if you just kill everyone there. Not by a sikila, like as if one person worshipped Avodah Zarah. Over here, you take care of everyone in one shot, and there are laws over there. You have to kill everyone in the city, and right, it needs to be that's it, ruins forever. Right. So again, it needs to be with the Betin of 71. Now the Mishnah continues with other laws of ir nidahat, and that's ve'en osin ir nidahat basafar. You're not allowed to, if you have a border city of Eretz Israel that worshipped Avodah Zarah and you want to turn it into Nidahat, right? Safar is the border. It's actually an Aramaic word. Right? When we have a Targum of the Hof Yamim, it's al Safar Yamya, right? So that's an Aramaic word. Safar is the border. So if you have a border city of Eretz Israel, that could be dangerous because if you kill everyone there and then you make it ruins forever because you're not allowed to rebuild it. So what happens? People, the neighboring countries are going to come and attack. It's an easy attack. So we're not allowed to make an nidahat basafar. Now Rambam, interestingly enough, says that you are allowed to kill the people there, but you cannot leave it as a tel olam, right? You can't leave it as ruins forever, right? Because that's dangerous, and we worry, right? If it's on the Gvul of Eretz Israel, that we worry that maybe yikansu darkam goyim v'yacharibu Eretz Israel, and that's a red line. Velo shalosh ir nidahat. You're not allowed to have 3 ir nidahats. Avalosina hat shtayim, but you can have 1 or 2. This is talking about if one betin, right, or in one area wants to do so, you're not allowed to do so. But if it was multiple batei dinim, multiple areas, then it would be allowed.